Hi, friends. How is everybody today? I hope you're all great. Um, so, I have been spending a bunch of time with my three dogs. I have Kira, Scrappy, and Aspen. And if you can hear the crunching in the background, Aspen's having lunch. So, I chose a story that we were all excited about at book fair time, but we never got a chance to start it. So I thought, might as well do it. It is a chapter book, but I thought we could read one or two chapters in a week, maybe a chapter a day. We'll have to see how that plays out. So the story I chose is called The Odelthunks. Ona Finds an Egg. These are called hieroglyphs. Back before pen and paper were made, they drew in the rocks and they would tell stories by the pictures. I'm Ona. My left ear has double good hearing, and my club's name is Clonkit. I'm fourth tallest girl in my class. Here's where I got bit by a craybird, but I didn't cry much. Here's my little brother, Bonk, Uncle Funk. He smells like grass and mud, and he still has his baby teeth. His club's name is Bonkit, and he cannot sleep without his lovey. So these are like caveman times, back when there were dinosaurs. Meet my mom, Allison Odelthunk. She is crazy for shoes. She is always on the go, and her hair smells like meadow flowers. Meet my dad, Dave Odelthunk. His feet just want to stay home. He loves kittens, sunsets, and lullabies, and he enjoys trying new recipes. Chapter 1. This a woggle, that a woggle. I, Ona Odelthunk, need a pet. Reason number 1, I'm always getting lost. Like right now. Yes, right now I am lost. I looked out Mount Earp, and I didn't see school. And I looked down Mount Earp, and I didn't see home. If only I had a pet fruitifrosser. A fruitifrosser would know the way. But here's the bad news. My little brother Bonk, he is allergic to fruitifrossers. Bonk, I called up the tree. Come down, this game is over. But no answer. I dragged my Clonkit behind me, and I kept my ears open for sounds of danger. There's lots of scary animals where I live. Woolly mammoths, wild dogs, and big hairy bison. I did not want to end up somebody's dinner. That's why Bonk and I were supposed to stick together. When Ona starts the fun, Bonkster gets it done, he yelled for me after school. Then we chased each other around Mount Earp until Bonk climbed a tree and disappeared. Where was he? Reason number 2, I need a pet. It could sniff out my little brother. Ahead, I heard a sound of rushing water. My left ear twitched. I must be close to No Name River. But that wasn't Drag Knuckle Bridge ahead. That was a skinny bridge. A drop of water splashed my nose, and I looked up to the sky. Uh-oh, rain. No, Bonk. Wrong bridge. Now rain? Bad day. Whenever I'm feeling my feelings, I yell. Sometimes my feelings are worried. Sometimes my feelings are scared. Sometimes my feelings are just plain mad. But I always need to let them out. I pictured my Frutifossor guiding the path over his strange narrow bridge. And then I took a deep breath and let out my best, "Ah!" And I charged that bridge as fast as a mountain rabbit. I'd made it almost all the way across when snap, bang! The bridge ropes were not holding. It was collapsing, and it was taking me down with it. Swoosh, swish, bumpity bump bump I went, skittling sideways along the slippery rocky riverbank. Roly-poly bumpity plop, I bounced to a stop. Oh, that hurt. Double oh. Was that my shoe bobbing in the water? Durr, it was. Raindrops were smacking my face as I got my balance. Reason number 3, I need a pet. It could retrieve things, like shoes. How would I get my shoe back? I gripped a handful of picket wire that grew along the bank. And then I reached and stretched and poked my foot and got it. Good work, toes. I hauled myself up and stuck my shoe back on. Whew. Plus, I'd crossed the river into West Woggle. And now I just needed to get home. As I scooted to safety, my arm brushed against something smooth. I squinted. A what? Was that a tortoise shell? Nah, this shell was smoother and bigger and kind of egg-shaped. I wiped rain from my eyes. Hey, what are you, you great big egg-shaped thing? No answer. Huh. I looked closer. You aren't just a great big egg-shaped thing. You are a great big egg. It was bigger than big. It was gigantic. The giganticest egg I'd ever seen. Also, it was beautiful. It was a pale yellow of new morning sun. Its pattern reminded me of freckles on the tips of Mom's nose. What was inside this giant egg? A woggle lizard? A cray bird? Was it dangerous? Reason number 4, to need a pet. To guard me against scary creatures that might hatch out of giant eggs. Carefully, I placed my hand on the shell. Nothing happened. But an egg meant a mother was near, right? I checked over both my shoulders. Nope, no mother. I stood in the rain and slimy mud, planted my hands on my waist, and spoke low, the way Miss Gog taught us in morning grunts and bellows class. Hello, I called. Has somebody lost an egg? Because I have just found a huge one. Nothing. Not a rustle, not a growl. I scooted down close to the egg, and my heart was all thumpity. What are you, egg? I whispered. Poor egg. I didn't even know it had slid from its clutch, rolled down the mountain, lost its mother, and didn't have a chance of surviving this rainy night. Not unless I, Una Odothunk, helped it. I looked up and I looked down Mount Earp. I looked over the water where the bridge used to be. Nobody was claiming this egg. It was an orphan. And you don't just leave an orphan cold and wet in the mud next to a broken bridge. Nope, you don't do it. I put my mouth close to where the egg's ear might be, and I said, "Don't worry, egg. I've got a plan." All right, my friends, that is the end of our first chapter. I think it's going to be a fun book. I am going to work really hard to get our Canvas classroom set up. So far, I'm not having much luck with it, but I'm not giving up because you have to keep trying, right? Okay, I'm going to send this through your teachers and hopefully, cross your fingers, next week we'll have a library Canvas classroom. Until then, I miss you all.